Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hell, Larson.
And welcome to our predictions, our official predictions for
Non-binding official predictions.
Forbidden Door. They're official, but they're non-binding. Figure that out if you want to. Anyways, of course, we got the big predictions challenge going down for Forbidden Door and then Clash of the Castle. We already did part of it with SummerSlam, but if you want in, head to patreon.com/Steven Larson, click on the Friendo Club setup, or click join over at the podcast channel, youtube.com/Steven Larson. We use confidence points in our predictions challenge, Larson. Could you explain that, please? Because I still don't know how it works.
For example, Forbidden Door that has 9 matches on the cards. The match you're most confident in, you give your max amount of confidence points, which is?
9 in this case. Yes.
Match you're least confident, you give 1 confidence point. Each match must have a unique confidence point value, 1 through 9. You get your pick right, you get those points. We have points at the end of the month. Whoever has most points wins predictions.
Correct.
So let's get into it. Let's start with the Unified Championship match. You got Okada defending that title against Swerve. Who do you got, Steve?
I mean, I got Okada. They're playing up this Swerve's got a bad knee thing a little bit. And but I don't have a lot of confidence points on. I only got 2 confidence points because, like, you know, dude, I know Swerve takes losses and he runs with them, and that's great. But, you know, he could stand and win. But Okada, they just created this title recently. So I feel like Okada's going to win, but I don't have a lot of confidence points on it because Swerve is a pretty big deal. I got 2 confidence points on it.
Swerve is a huge deal. They haven't made much of this build either. This build has kind of limped into Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
There's not much story here. They added the wrinkle of Swerve maybe having a bad knee. So if and when he loses, there's you got to keep in mind a caveat there. Perhaps he was going into this match injured. I have a bit more confidence in Okada winning. I have Okada with 5.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Okada's going to win this match.
Yeah, me too. There's too many other matches that I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm kind of curious, like, what your 1 through 4 is. So let's continue on to the next one.
Sure. Let's start talk about the TBS Championship match. Mercedes Moné defending against Alex Windsor, Persephone, and Bozilla.
What a great name, Bozilla.
Fantastic name. I know usually in matches where somebody's facing off against more than one opponent, I lower my confidence point value because, hey, who knows what's going to happen in a match with 3, 4, 5, 6 people. This is not one of those instances.
Right.
Mercedes ain't losing the TBS title anytime soon. I got Mercedes 7 confidence points.
I'm not that far away. I also have Mercedes Moné. I can't even do the joke here where you can make any sense of anybody else winning this match. So Mercedes Moné will win this match. I've got 6 confidence points on that. Not far off from you.
All right, time for the TNT Championship match. Kyle Fletcher, who's been TNT champ for a few weeks maybe, taking on Ticking Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi. Steve, who do you got?
I got Kyle Fletcher to win this match against the Ticking Time Bomb, and I've got 8 confidence points on this. There's actually several matches I feel are kind of worthy of the 8 confidence points or 9 confidence points, but this one, I was going through the list, and I was like, yep, this is a lock right here. Kyle Fletcher gets the win. 8 confidence points.
Yeah, I have 9 confidence points on Kyle Fletcher to win this match. He'll beat Hiromu Takahashi. This match will be really good.
Yeah.
Outcome not in doubt, though. Kyle Fletcher with 9. Let's talk about the tag titles. So we thought we were going to get, a standard tag team match, 2 teams fighting over those tag titles currently held by Hurt Syndicate, but based on a really great tag team match last night, ended in a time limit draw. Both FTR and Brodito will be challenging Hurt Syndicate for those tag titles. It's an elimination tag match, no less.
Ooh, 3-way dance. I like that.
Elimination. Yeah. That's right. A 3-way dance was elimination, wasn't it?
3-way dance elimination.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's hard not to think about who could win this match with without thinking of the reports that came out a few weeks ago about which, I don't know how much there is to it, if anything, about MVP having some heat backstage, so on and so forth. And it's less that part and more maybe the idea of who Hurt Syndicate eventually wants to lose those titles to. Now, I don't think Hurt Syndicate will or should lose those tag titles anytime soon. So I got Hurt Syndicate with 3. But if there's any credence to that report as it relates to MVP's criteria for who they would lose the titles to, I feel like Brodito kind of satisfies that criteria. They're really over with the crowd right now, and they're putting on banger matches. So I only got Hurt Syndicate with 3 to retain the tag titles.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of sort of unknowns here. Even if you take out like the whole behind the scenes stuff, the fact that it is elimination, FTR, we've known in the past, obviously Tony Khan is very high on FTR, and FTR right now more than either of these other teams. And I agree with you. I think Brodito is they're super over with the fans. FTR is in the middle of, actually they're just sort of, they're getting hot again with this heel group. You got Stoke doing some good stuff, and that stuff is really over. Plus, over on the other side of tag things, you got the Cope and Christian Cage stuff. And if Cope and Christian Cage are going to beat anybody for those tag titles, it's going to be FTR if that's the direction they want to go. I've got 1 confidence point on the Hurt Syndicate because I don't see that happening now, but I also could see it happening now. So, yeah, I only have 1 confidence point on it.
Yeah. I'm guessing this next match we're both going to have a large amount of confidence points on. It's for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Nigel McGuinness. Who do you got, Steve?
I've got 9 confidence points on Nigel McGuinness. 3, 4. To lose to Zack Sabre Jr. I'll be honest, man. I had no idea this was even a thing. You and I talked about the possibility of what was it?
Yeah,
Takeshita cashing in, and then in the comments, people were like, "No, it's going to be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness." That's great for Nigel McGuinness. It really is. I don't. No. He's a broadcaster, and this is the IWGP champion. So yeah, I got all the confidence points on Zack Sabre Jr. here.
This is a Collision feud. We don't watch Collision.
I'm assuming it is, right? That's the thing.
We don't really watch Collision, so that's just piecing it together. They haven't talked about this at all on Dynamite.
Yeah, no, I know.
At all.
I know.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr., I got 8. Could easily be 9. Might switch by the time I get my official predictions in.
Give me a video package or something, Tony. Come on. I want to know what's going on if I don't watch on Wednesday. Or Saturdays. Like 250,000 people watched on this past Saturday. How am I supposed to know about this?
I know. All right, let's talk about Cope and Christian.
Go!
A reunion of convenience to take on Kip Sabian and the returning Luchasaurus. I think actually in a lot of respects, it's too bad this match isn't Cope and Christian against Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus. I know Nick Wayne has the broken foot. Kip Sabian's in this match to eat a pin. But I think from a storyline perspective, having Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus in the ring against Cope and Christian could be really interesting. As it stands now, Luchasaurus opposite Christian, there's some interesting stuff they could potentially do here in terms of advancing some story and maybe having a really interesting finish. That being said, people really want Cope and Christian to be a united team and to take this further than just a reunion of convenience. That means they got to get some wins. It starts here. Cope and Christian, 6 confidence points.
Yeah, this originally was my 9, and then I brought it down to, what is my 8? Oh, yeah, my 8 is Kyle Fletcher, because those are kind of like lopsided matches. The only question mark here has to do with Kill Switch with Luchasaurus. To me, like you said, Kip Sabian's there to eat this pin, although I like that they've been giving him more to do since the split. I got 7 confidence points on Edge and Christian.
Let's talk this unsanctioned lights out steel cage match, which sees the Death Riders, Gabriel Kidd, and the Young Bucks taking on Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Go Ace, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi. So if you go strictly by the go-home math on Dynamite last night, guess what? Death Riders get the W. Because we had this huge brawl towards the beginning of Dynamite last night. All kind of culminates with Darby hitting a coffin drop off the vomitorium on everybody, all the heels. That being said, I guess there's a way they could do this where Ospreay gets his revenge, but in the course of getting his revenge against Mox, it puts him in a situation where either he eats the pin or his team. But there's really no one on his team that could take an L here. Whereas on the heel team, Yuta can eat a pin.
Yeah.
Either of the Jackson brothers are cool eating a pin.
Yeah.
So it just right now I got Will Ospreay and friends with 2 confidence points. I'm guessing something's going to happen on Collision to mess with the go home math. To follow through with that, but it just makes more sense for Darby's team, especially to get the win. Then Darby could say, Mox, give me my match.
Yeah, so I've got only 3 confidence points on Team Ospreay. You're right about all that, though. Like, especially, here's the thing. Number 1, it's Forbidden Door and Will Ospreay. So it's like, that territory, of course, he's gonna be the guy getting the pin. He's gonna be the guy winning the match. Plus, there's the possibility that if he actually does get neck surgery, he's gonna be out for a very, very long time. We're talking possibly over a year he's gonna be out. So, on one hand, having him eat the pin before he leaves for a long time kind of could make some sense because it's like, oh, the bad guy's got it. Like, he's not going to be there. So what good is him? But at the same time, don't you send him away on a high note for the crowd? Comes back and it'd be a huge return. So I can kind of see it both ways. Mox just going to be putting a bunch of people over? In which case, don't you need the Death Riders to get some sort of win? I don't know. I've only got 3 confidence points on this with the good guys winning because, it is a really stacked lineup here. I understand Tanahashi's knees as evidenced by him speed walking down the ramp on Dynamite. Look, we've known this for literally years now. New Japan is not kind to knees. You look at Naito, you look at Tanahashi. So yeah, I got 3 confidence points on the good guys here. You might be right about the go home math. Shit can happen on Collision, or they just won't care about the go home math. Either way, I don't know.
That could be. Let's talk the women's championship match. Toni Storm defending against Athena. Who do you got, Steve?
I've got timeless Toni Storm here. I only have 4 confidence points because I really love Athena. I think she's great. But Toni just beat Mercedes. So yeah, I don't know. She could stand to lose this match. I don't think she will, but I only got 4 confidence points on it. I want to see Athena win. I want to see her on main roster, Larson.
I agree 1,000% that it'd be great to see Athena on main roster AEW. So she scored the pin last night in the tag match main event on Alex Windsor. She also hit Toni Storm with the pile driver on the ring steps.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what's going to happen on Collision, though. There's a way they could revisit this on Collision. Toni Storm stands tall. Go home math favors Athena, which is why I have 4 confidence points on Athena.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
To lose to Toni Storm.
Yeah, I know. I played in so you didn't, Yeah, and the other thing is, of course, Toni Storm, a lot of her career was built in the UK. Mm-hmm. So stands to reason they're going to give her that great face moment as well.
Yep. All right, finally, main event. Maybe, I'm guessing it's for the AEW Championship. So, Hangman Adam Page defending against MJF. Title can change hands on a DQ or count out, and now MJF gets to keep his contract because he threatened to light Mark Briscoe on fire.
Yeah.
So Hangman gave in to all of MJF's demands.
Yeah.
Right now I got Hangman with 1.
Oh, wow.
Because, I feel like in the end, all these stipulations that MJF attached to this match could end up backfiring on him. He could bust out the ring, hit Page with it, thinking the ref doesn't see it. Ref sees it. He loses by DQ. He tries to execute the contract. Then afterwards, maybe Mark Briscoe comes out, cost him that. and I guess this is really going to be the test to see if him splitting from the Hurt Syndicate was all a ruse or not. Because that's still in the back of my mind. So I can't put a lot of confidence points on this. I think Page is going to walk out still champion because he just won that title. But at the same time, I think it would be kind of interesting if he lost it so soon and then has to try to get it back. But at the end of the day, I still think he's going to walk out with it. So I got Page with 1.
I got Page with 5. And yeah, there are a lot of complications. But the bottom line is this match doesn't have anything to do with the contract. So if MJF wins this match, that contract doesn't matter anymore unless they have Hangman win it back and then he executes the contract, which is so convoluted. I don't see them doing that. Yeah, I think it'd be great if Hangman lost the title this soon into his title reign. But the bottom line is for this match right here, because we're not dealing with the contract. Now, they could have a second match right afterwards where the Hurt Syndicate comes down. They take care of, like you said, Mark Briscoe. They beat the shit out of Hangman, and they try to replicate what they did with The Miz back, in WWE land, where MJF gets in and Bobby Lashley is like, hey, man, F you. In which case, maybe, just maybe, the Hurt Syndicate will lose those tag titles. But in this particular situation, I think that for this match right here, to continue the saga of the contract, Hangman's just got to win this. It could happen the way you said it, where MJF gets DQ'd or whatever. But this match right here, MJF is going to lose this match. I got 5 confidence points on it. Not like the most confidence points I could go on because there are a lot of complications here. But yeah, this match right here, Hangman's got to win this one because otherwise the contract is kind of meaningless if MJF just sort of wins it. So.
Yeah. Yep.
So there you go. Anyways, let us know what you guys' predictions are in the comments below, along with your confidence points. We're not going to be doing a live watch along of Forbidden Door. We are going to be doing a review of it, of course. So be sure to check that out when it drops. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.